Mark 10:35 to 40. And here we see the two sons of Zebedee, James and John, asking Jesus a question. Teacher, we want you to do for us whatever we will ask, they say. So Jesus says, okay, guys, what do you want me to do for you? And in this passage, we see James and John looking to secure their future, wanting to be sure of their position, wanting their needs met, believing themselves to be worthy to sit at Jesus' right hand and left hand when he comes into his glory. Of course, they will later understand that coming into his glory is to do with his passion, his death, his suffering. Even when Jesus says, really, guys, is that what you really want? They still think it is, because they really don't know what they're asking. In earlier verses, Jesus has told the disciples 3 times about his forthcoming death, and also about many who are first will be last, and the last first, but clearly James and John have not been listening. I wonder though, if like me, you see something of your own relationship with Jesus here. James and John are asking Jesus to fit into their plans, rather than seeing how they might fit into Jesus' plans. How often do we come to Jesus with a list of our needs and our wants? And how little time do we spend listening to what he is saying to us? Perhaps if we listened more, perhaps our prayer lives would be quite different. With hindsight, it's difficult for us to understand how James and John could fail to hear Jesus' clear predictions of his death, except that we can sometimes hear what we want to hear instead of listening to Jesus' words about cross-bearing and suffering. And Jesus is so different from the expected Messiah that they just don't get it. It's as if their spiritual eyes have been focused for so long in one place that even though the Messiah appears in their midst, they cannot focus their eyes to see him clearly. Are we in danger of being so fixated on our own ideas of what we think our Christian life should look like that we don't recognise his voice and find out what he really wants from us? If Jesus were to ask us that question today, what do you want me to do for you? It may be prudent to spend some time listening before we answer. Have a great day, Life Church.